Useless. Freeze.
Rusty,
Let's get it on. Look alive. You asked for it. Cool it.
allow me.
Dodge this.
Rusty, leave it.
Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern. Reduced to just standing around. How absurd. Useless.
It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma. So many things have happened since then. Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today? Huh? What's up? Hey! What the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? Alright, let's convince him to calm down a little.
Here! Useless! Worthless! Worthless! Cool it!
Buckle up! Hold the line!
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all? Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should... No, wait! Even when you've got the right person, you should...
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha? He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision. That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my...
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving... Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we Right? Paimon has a... Anyway, just to be on the safe... Oh? What kind of hunt? A special connection? You mean... Yeah. Maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that does... Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Boring.
Another test subject.
Dodge this.
That tingle? Got a little taste.
Freeze. Dodge this.
Allow me.
That tingle?
Hello. Do you know where Kazuha is?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all. Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran in. If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Oh, so you still don't know.
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be? Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission. They said I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Just a little while ago, this would have been complete. Thank you. Guess we'll go.
All right then. I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
Useless. Oh? It's you.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the... We invited Mr. Kaedahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least the Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaedahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaedahara clan, I trust that you're... In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the almighty Shogun. The Kaedahara clan belonged to this class. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaedahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaedahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaedahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that the...
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaedahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaedaharas will be blades. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City, with the almighty Shogun's...
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaedahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaedahara Kazuha in town.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, also that Kaedahara Kazuha was...
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to...
In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then.
Yikes! We nearly...
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me? No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedahara sword art. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones.
All the more reason to watch your back! This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive.
In that case, I will send some men out...
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked her, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say. like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if it...
Aha! So this is the
You are too kind.
Oh? You were targeted? Mr. Kaidehara is current. To be honest with you, some of them were off.
Milk?
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate... Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaidehara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly... The Tenryou Commission had very few leads. I thought you might have some information from different sources.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryou Commission would absolutely get involved.
That does make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now. I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted. It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaidehara.
You flatter me.
You are much too humble. Oh, let me tell you.
Sure.
All right then. Recently, one of them is a
Amanoma!
Right. You two grown men go... I recalled that...
Understood. Though it seems...
Sure! Can't hurt! We never...
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll...
Sounds good.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha. What brings you here today?
Yes. The Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Goka. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects. Let me quickly explain. The Raiden Gokaden was the collective term for the 5 most acclaimed bladesmithing arts in Inazuma. The techniques of blade making were personally bequeathed. Unfortunately...
So sad?
It is a great pity. As an example, there is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out. As for the art...
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging, for only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their... You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided, but let's get back on topic. We hope to assist...
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryou. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes, I believe he went to collect the item from... Yes. Strange, isn't it? If I had to guess, he's never been... He is
Truth be told, based on the evidence...
What? He is humble. Yes. But... I also cannot... Anyway...
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't...
Yes. It sounds as if something happened. Let's pay a visit.
Useless.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband...
No.
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid we don't have any. With this in mind...
For example...
He'd always get so... Everything was fine.
Uh-oh.
He lost his sense of... Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't... I'm happy he has a hobby. On the last day that I...
Whoa!
And that led...
Actually, it didn't. You must understand, I never would have... After I said those... His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, had I not... And the next thing
I see. Ame-no-me-yui.
At first, but my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries. I don't know. Perhaps he's... As long as he's with...
Please don't get up. If collecting... But the information...
A little
Let's try a change of scene. Rest assured.
Thank you.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the the fire at the Do you have any...
Nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while.
That is the most likely conclusion based on it. However, if this is indeed one fact, Mr. Nagato, the more I ponder it, the more... Right. Ame-no-me-yui...
Darn!
Let's keep going. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma...
Okay.
Let's head out of this... Wait. I hear something ominous in the wind.
Oh! This must be another one of those... As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to...
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound.
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now. But I can still sense it felt very much like that ancient... Indeed. But we should remain vigilant.
So it's an...
The force is definite. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left. Judging from the concentration...
Mrs. Nagato...
It could well be that he was already... From what I've... But most will develop... Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. Step back. I'll open the door and take a... If we don't open this door, we can move no... You needn't worry.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
That was too...
All we can do now, two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. Yes, let's quiet your mind. Those memories, so dark. From this point, the trail of the main source of the Tatarigami.
Whoa! Look at all those hairy trails! They're acting really strangely.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look. Dodge this!
Let's get it on! Hi!
Cool it! Dodge this! Useless! Cool it! Evil conquering! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Here! Worthless! It... By the looks of it, well... According to this letter, Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse, and
So...
he was not... Whatever traces there may have been of... Yes, if Amenoma Yu...
Right! So let's get moving!
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey for a practitioner. All the clues that it... I have a hypothesis that...
Wait!
I believe so. On with the search. Useless. Here.
Why here?
I'm not sure. Show yourself.
Kaedehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Ame no Meyuya that stands before us. But what if instead of facing Ame no Meyuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Now that you mention it, it is... Whoa! Surely you don't...
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly... The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years. Or rather, as a means to occupy...
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced. Many years ago, I was forged by a fate as a descendant.
I presume it has...
Indeed. He was a blade. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. He not only bestowed upon... In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single...
So...
The people of the time in which I was born. After the death, I seek but one thing. To face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power.
So Ame no Meyuya was not... Tell me, what happened?
My hosts? Who cares when they got tired?
You're...
After I returned at long last, Kaede Haraka. Now, give your body over.
One with nature. Dodge this!
Get alive!
Rewrite history! Submit to me!
Let's get it on!
Rewrite history! Submit to me!
Fallen leaves, adorn my... Boring! Cool it!
Your mommy teach you that? Hold the line!
Wind strategy!
Submit to me!
Dodge this!
Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too!
Your bluff's fooling no one! You...
Lost. I can never lose. It is this body. Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me. He is but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take a new vessel at will. The end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before... And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but by any means necessary. And
Your fighting style. It is indeed the... But from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance.
Really?
As I've mentioned, since the blade is... If you ask me...
Are you trying to... On his deathbed, he passed to me in that regard.
Because all of that, I've been wondering, now that I've seen inside your mind... After all...
Oh, that's right.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you...
And what of it?
Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you. You were determined. I think you realized your... But the way I see it...
What would you know about any of this?
You returned to... Even if you were to sever that divine light.
You...
Sure, you and... How could you...
Silence! I must achieve my... I will concede...
And you should...
Easy for you to... I have no need of anything that would stand in my way.
How stubborn. I do not believe for a second.
What?
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies. Once we have dealt with them, we shall proceed to Tenshukaku.
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Ame no Meyuya from...
Don't do this, Kazuha!
This is the only... The cursed blade strength, the power of the Tatarigami...
But...
Even if we have a chance here to save an innocent...
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance now.
Kazuha?
I'm okay. I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for... It's all right. So far, this was as I expected. I will.
What should we do next?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't. If a blade built for if he wants to avoid.
Wait a minute! Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that
Ah, all right.
What about
The blade says he'll let
Are we sure that? Okay, fine.
Worthless!
You want me on your team?
Leave everything on this journey to me. The wind knows
To the ferry.
one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
Cut.
How are you feeling?
I'm all right. The blade, though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not.
Something else on your mind?
Let's keep going.
Let's get down to business. Finally, let's get down to business.
One with nature. Falling leaves, adorn my night.
Whoa! Something's up with the...
I can sense that he cannot hold out much longer.
But...
I will be careful with it. He's...
You win this battle.
Are you okay?
Yes,
The Shane's grown
perhaps this time?
true form? Is this the same blade as before?
If you choose to continue, maybe you did. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition, I finally. You wanted to, but regrettably, the only one.
There they are! Take them down!
Where do they keep coming? Yup. We can.
Don't worry, it's just more. What's wrong with nature?
You fought.
You are a true. No one knew. I thought that if I.
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed. Too much time has passed. Yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hi.
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked. Forging this blade, skill. There is something else I'm to Tarigami. Though you tried, I resisted it. I feel a great sense of the moment you embarked on it. You have known this for.
He gave me everything. My life, my form, my consciousness. How could I? I said to him, how could I go?
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now has neither. When I touched the hilt for the first time, a bladesmith, a newly forged blade lay.
Wow.
Indeed. He spent the rest of. He felt intent, so he instructed all he wanted.
So but after that,
Right. This blade Yes. Time would not wait or. He seems to have calmed down.
I once told, but darkness. Not only did I.
You are finally seeing.
Since we agreed, but I still. So.
hey!
It has to be done. My physical.
His attitude. What do you think, Kazuha?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. Alas, nor have my fights. You.
Oh?
I will release. You must have.
Understood.
I see. I utterly If a duel can... I do not wish to...
There's no need.
Thanks for your help.
All right, then let's move. More Ronin could appear. In any case, for...
This reminds Paimon a bit of a... Yep. Still, even if he's way back... Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. Successor.
Successor of Amenoma.
Honored to cross...
It is my honor...
The wind knows me. Time to go. As one with wind and cloud.
Thank you for the experience. Although he appears battered and broken, in your hands it seems he's regained his sense of...
You also fought with... There are a few...
I must apologize.
You need not seek... It is too...
I do not wish for forgiveness. I strayed... I beseech you.
Yes.
Thank you.
This blade has also told me that he... Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want to...
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's Yuya! You have returned!
I am sorry to have tried.
A prized ish. But I have some good...
Really?
Yes. Badly wounded. And now that he...
I think I know what you...
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade...
Yes. He said he wants to take
What? No way! Hasn't it learned...
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish. I have decided...
But... he...
Thank you. I will... Okay. I am ready. Let us begin.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness. You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
So... that's what his
Kagotsurube. It seems like only in the
seems...
the same fervent ambition that... Speaking for myself, I understand. Hearing your quest to face the god after everything.
Oh...
I will continue to support you for...
Wait!
Oh, you're right. And it's also time to...
Useless!
The Tenryou Commission...
Wow!
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin. a weapon crafted using a long... By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will... And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my...
I see.
The Kaedahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya.
You misunderstand. That was most certainly not...
I am aware, but I still desire...
Very well, I can understand. However, if you should ever change your mind or find your...
Great. Thank you for...
Where will you travel?
As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
Astra Abyssosk. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that...
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help? Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission.
Rift Hounds? A Narukami?
Yes. The sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance. Good. Then you can
Is the Tenryou?
Yes. Their main priority, the Adventurers Guild, is one of the key parties assisting. You have our deep... I will mark on...
Relax.
To oblivion!
Shogun? Wait, no.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Okay, sounds more like A. You sure made short work of them. That was amazing.
I'm making early preparations for what... Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood. Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself...
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. I considered this matter worthy of my... If the Shogun...
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. But Rift...
A disaster?
Yes. Everything was in... The monsters committed... Their duty was to tear open a passage... That's an episode of history that I am... But an excess of...
Guess you can't argue.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area...
Paimon feels so safe. Oh, yeah. This color. Similar to the color when the sacred sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Buckle up!
Out of my sight! Hold the line! Let's light it up! This is Her Majesty's gift!
Winter shall eventually come.
That's what I call treasure. Off we go!
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come... Huh? What's this? Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey. But why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting.
What happened here? Could you...
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you we will defend Inazuma until our dying breath. You don't know? Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you.
But look, none of that seems to be going on.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but our... I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... the Shogun? You're back. Please, we beg you. You have to help us. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But...
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft... There are no monsters. Nor is there anything else...
What? But how? Just moments ago, I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own...
Hey, calm down.
Huh. I think I understand. Almighty Shogun. Yes, we were right to place our trust in you. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even be...
If I am not the sacred Sakura can absorb and purify an entity formed. Purified filth quickly dissipates.
So the memory?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. Yes. The disaster in Inazuma, but my friend, I could tell that...
So...
Indeed. I never had, but even then... Yes. All my But... after my clash with human ambition, I thought when I traveled or moving forward inevitably invites further loss. Just think of that. All those who sacrificed them as Inazuma's warriors of I will never.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Leave them to me. Torn to oblivion! There is no escape!
seems wrong with A?
Why would you ask that?
Well,
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply... Although I have some understanding of the situation already, I must be prepared.
Makes sense. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Furuyama?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a...
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's...
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my... Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews...
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in your Excellency's presence long enough to... It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest. After all, it's quite a mess.
What should we do? Yeah. Sheesh.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, and now the Almighty... Imagine if this was something that even people flee out. But me, the Almighty Shogun, just listening to one thing she always said. So you see,
Perhaps...
It won't be long, but I suppose it... Once this catastrophe... Oh, good. The Almighty Shogun. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens. Really? But it's always been right by... I couldn't possibly have my...
Don't worry about it.
Almighty Shogun,
This place is... Leave it to us.
But I can't decide whether it's a final regret.
Where should we go to find... Isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his time.
Oh, why don't we go...
Useless. Worthless.
Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern.
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you. Please.
Be at ease.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat.
Right.
I seldom had. So, he may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden shoguns. The philosophy of life.
You and Mom.
Indeed, we did. In her eyes, they are similar. When you came now.
Wow.
Makoto saw an ambition. Makoto was.
That's.
To put it simply, I didn't understand. I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of. Yes, it does. But in the last.
Do you feel your.
You have already but now.
Almighty Shogun! I found a tea set.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long.
He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to.
So we didn't even.
The information held in the ley. Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. I've watched The tea is ready. Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it. You're right. I've been reminded. Back at the events.
She died in.
Yes. She went to Conria alone. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstance, yes. It was too late. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point. So all I could do was enter into her mind. It was there. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? It was there. When I returned to Inazuma, that's exactly what no one in the end, with the help of.
This is all really.
Yes. I once told, but even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced.
Brother, you mean to say.
Based on what we've.
I'm sorry, and also, so, I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, boy.
With this last. Thank you.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
Adventure time!
Once again, please leave them to me.
Hey! Are you sure you're all right?
Fear not. My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather. We'll deal with the monsters. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men. They're coming back for more. Let's get them.
Don't. It's...
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent and their willingness to grant their power to... If the Almighty Shogun is in...
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've... Just the sight of you appearing before us once more. This hope is the light.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Look alive!
Allow me!
Going in!
Disappear! Worthless! Worthless! Here!
Hold the line!
You asked for it.
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you, all.
Are you okay? Maybe
I'm fine. I feel...
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
When everyone sees the almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that come our way.
Just leave it to us. Fighting is what we do best. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will all...
Oh, thank you all very much. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth...
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live. With you leading us, we will...
Glory to the Shogun!
Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people the result being that in this you could take the... But even so, they are due a resolution.
Well...
Thank you for your comforting words. I used to but what Inazuma... Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done. Yes. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said.
Change will, no matter how long it takes. I am committed to bringing this to fruition. Now that we've dealt with the rift, I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro...
Alrighty then. He looks calm. She seems to... Huh? What's wrong, eh? What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like... the situation... No need. I need to go to the cave.
Why? What's in there?
A battleground. One...
Off we go! Useless. Let's get it on! Another bad one? No, let me try again.
Rest, breathe it.
We're finally here. The entrance.
Whoa! Where'd the Torii Gate come from?
This is a place.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is...
Follow me.
Where are we go? Paimon's dizzy. Whoa. This place... Look! It's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the... Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice!
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true... You believe your present self has greater... But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been... I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be...
Wait! The atmosphere in here just took a turn for the worse! Are you...
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independent. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Hey, Shogun...
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just...
My form, it inherits every action, determination. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created... Now, you wish to make your... I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A. In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni Maiden was cut down and disgraced. Your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth. Never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Shine down! Weak. Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal! The eye sweeps the lands! Shine down! Shattered! Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! The sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Lightning, obey me! Insolent. Your verdict is decided. This one, a fleeting shadow. The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Stillness transcending. Strike dead. Torn to oblivion. There is no escape. Pathetic. Weak. Illusion shattered. The eye sweeps the lands. Now you shall perish. Euthymia crumbles before me.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
In this realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious. She was built to resist erosion. If I don't do this, this is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we must fight. 500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, it is about time I understand that. I fight for the I vowed during my absence. I place everything.
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? Are we really just gonna leave A and the Shogun to keep on duking it out in there? She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. Yeah, Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, help her well, whatever. But we all... Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't fail Paimon now. Oh, you're right. Who knows if...
Let me try again.
Boring.
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to...
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date. Impossibly stubborn. Jump straight to the most extreme course of... You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fresh? Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts like... So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help?
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this on purpose.
Aha. You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is, all I know is that it's the
Because Raiden Makoto is...
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself... Anyway, we needn't worry. First things first. Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you.
So, it's abstract?
Yes, no need. Everything is This is precise.
What? Alright.
Suit yourself. Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. I see. Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinary. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from. Well then, the door is open. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Get to... Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Huh? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And this is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest hesitation. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still wouldn't. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration. You bring honor to the title of Guardian. Now these two return once more to this space. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of the nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush brains. Yet, you have endured. I will endure forever. Illusion shattered! Infuriate! Perish! Infuriate! This is... I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and... But a will that cannot be eroded has no... You need not worry about the future. And you aren't alone. I know your power, yet my... And whenever I think of this, I feel the blade that I noticed it. This blade it was at once... You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. From this day forth, I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past. Makoto never saw me at... You truly... I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties But as a warrior... It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you...
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you... Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come... I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so... a convoluted way to reach... There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. But... You never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Ina. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place... In my present form... But I know... Don't look down on me. See? It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to... Here, take it. Before my last shred of consciousness... But it is you who must take...
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future. Nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is... Eternity is
a place where perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precise. And yet, that sense of disorder...
I don't fully...
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
I know what you mean. Perhaps a higher power really was involved in all of this. Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura, but to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness, but unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No, but I understand why now.
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages and obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in the Traveler, if I'm guessing correct, at that time I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply establishing a location was not sufficient. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for. The flow of...
Does that mean it wasn't?
I thought that my first thought was, but you two have...
How...
My body has fully recovered.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. After all, you saw Makoto in there, didn't...
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw... I have to say, it's all thanks to her. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to
Thank you.
Today, at long, Makoto and you...
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on.
Makoto said the...
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder... Does that qualify me? Actually, no.
We will have to end the frivolities there. The Shogun and I... After that... I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Really? That's huge news!
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking forward to it.
May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
Really? Didn't think there'd be so many people here already.
Well, look who's here.
Hey!
I was actually heading in.
Oh, how your words wound me. Besides, this.
Are you talking about Noelle? Yeah.
Oh?
Okay.
Huh? What if... Traveler in Paimon? Are you here to mix? That's right. You're... Of course, huh? Just you wait. Are you gonna write some poetry? You should join in. Fine. Mika!
Oh, it's the Traveler in Are you here for the name?
You said that?
We were sent here by the but...
Oh, no, that's just not true. You're...
What?
Anyway, Master Jane did say that as long as we keep on... But I haven't written much poetry.
I actually have the same...
Yeah, plus you will...
Really?
Perhaps.
But anyway...
Sure, maybe...
Oh, Mika beat me to it.
Poems and melodies wandering the wind, wafting to pastures beyond their home. Two greedy fishies struggling to swim. They ate so much that they're starting to groan. Animal crystal fly draped in gold robes, a bright little light from that glazed lantern glows. Benches pinch. Welcome one and all to this festival of poetry, jointly organized by Liyue and Mondstadt. Or in full, we're your hosts, Liyue's verse-monger of the darkest alleys, Hutao. And Mondstadt's, the purpose of this event is, if you're here, I'd also like to read, if you ask me, to help everyone really cut loose and enjoy themselves to the fullest. Let's get right solving riddles.
Whew.
Does everyone see the lanterns hanging around? Simply write down your riddle. We'll now give you some time to write. And with that, the neighboring...
Boring.
Oh, a tender sigh for home. Okay, someone from Liyue definitely wrote this one.
I just read that one too. Liyue's poems seem pretty difficult to...
Dreams?
So it means something like, this thing's really far from home. It's in a vast area, and it's flying really high.
Oh, you're amazing, Paimon. Oh, it looks like I still have a lot of learning to do.
It's nothing, really. Once you've spent enough time in Liyue, you just sort of pick up on these things.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Back when I was out with the Grandmaster on the expedition, I started picking up some local customs without even realizing it.
But back to the riddle. We still haven't actually solved it. What could it be talking about?
Something that flies high and far. Oh, that makes me think of dandelions.
Oh, that makes sense. And Mondstadters believe that dandelions can carry your feelings on the wind.
But maybe we're missing something? It can't be that easy. After all, it's a riddle from Liyue. What would their equivalent of the dandelion be? If there even is one. What do you think, Traveler?
Great! Then we'll have one answer ready to go when the game begins.
Right! Just like...
Well, no matter what, let's go look at...
Oh, yes!
This one said, oh, wow, Paimon's drooling from that.
Oh, Paimon, you have to...
Huh?
Xingqiu just hung...
Oh, so this is Xingqiu's riddle!
This festival is about...
Hey!
Not a chance.
Huh.
If that's how you...
Traveler, you'll help Paimon come up with a riddle, right? Ha! At least...
Then I look forward to see...
Let's start by... is this talking about some kind of animal? It's a chair. Huh? No, of course I didn't. I'm always telling the... Oh, are you trying to write one? Yep. Maybe I should try to come up... All right, Paimon's riddle is now hanging up. Nah, no need. I don't really... Oh, okay, sure.
Hey, looks like everyone's about done mingling and riddling. Gather round and look this way. Venti and I have selected several riddles from everyone's contributions, and we added a few of our own to the mix for good measure. Shortly, we'll randomly select a few to read aloud. If your riddle gets selected, remember that you have to announce the correct answer at the end. Anyone who guesses correctly gets 1 point, and if nobody guesses correctly, the writer of the riddle gets...
Of course, when the riddler reveals the right response, it only counts if everyone agrees that it's not too far-fetched.
That's right. Now, if there are no more questions, it's time to reveal the first riddle.
Hopefully they'll...
Please choose Paimon's riddle. Please choose Paimon's riddle.
Riddle number 1. I have four corners, like a square pancake, but...
They drew Shincho's!
Better answer as quickly as you can. You don't want someone else beating you to it.
You... brat! It's... pizza! The answer is pizza!
Even with... and...
But... Okay,
maybe it's some other...
if Paimon had known it was gonna be this tough, she'd have read more books in her time. What is it? Have you got it? Huh? Oh, gotcha! Bucks! The answer is bucks!
That was quicker than I expected. I was quite proud of that one. Oh, it appears the riddle writer has announced the answer. Okay.
Huh? So the answer...
We're awesome at this! Oh, what Paimon meant...
On to riddle...
I gotta get in there.
High above the... Oh, it's...
I got it!
Mika, please go ahead.
No.
My answer isn't...
No.
How about both of you say your...
Oops, I didn't realize...
Oh, crud. I guess we tracked that. So, Noelle.
Yes, let's. Our answer is...
Cecilia.
Oh, that certainly sounds like a good candidate for the correct answer. A flower that blooms...
I can't believe I would...
Is the answer Genshin? The poem does evoke a strong sense of Correct! I wrote this one. Genshin is the right answer.
No! Shinjo got it before...
However, after listening to the host's description, I do remember reading about Cecilia flowers in a book once. They definitely fit. So, really? Oh, thank you so much.
Well, since even the Riddler themselves agrees, all 3 contestants earn a point each.
Darn it! Shinjo's caught up to Paimon already. Yeah, you're probably...
Moving now to our third riddle. Huh? What's got...
That's Paimon's. What is it? Why isn't it...
That's not quite it. More like...
What? No way! Well...
The answer is Paimon.
What?
It's Paimon. I was actually gonna say Paimon too.
Me too.
No! You're all completely wrong!
Paimon, do you have wings behind your back?
No.
You're always floating, but you never seem to get tired of it.
And Paimon has a very healthy appetite, which...
I've heard from the senior knights that the Traveler rescued Paimon by fishing her out of the sea. So...
Glug, glug. Wait! Now Paimon's doubting herself. No! You're all wrong. The answer to Paimon's riddle is obviously the Jade Chamber! You know, the Jade Chamber that's always flying...
Is that so? I still maintain that the riddle actually describes Paimon more accurately. In fact, if we just added 2 more lines to the poem, it would be the perfect riddle.
Huh? What do you want to add?
The Traveler's Companion and Talkative Guide. A
Aww, do you mean it? You think so cute? Okay, then Paimon would like to announce that the correct answer to the riddle...
Great! And with that...
Guess... Oh! Hey, you two!
Oh? Hi, Paimon. You know, for a moment...
Oh, are you...
I am indeed.
Seriously?
A most...
Nope, nuh-uh, no thank you, Hard...
Are you sure?
Here you are.
So, to what do we owe the honor, Paimon?
What do you mean we...
Oh, yeah.
How about I put it in...
Huh? Isn't that...
'Twas like a demon...
Sounds to me like...
Perhaps I should... Basically, while it was floating in the air, but none of my meth...
You're
quite sure. It's all my...
You shouldn't blame yourself. Besides, any thoughts, Venti? Have you managed... Oh, that...
Oh, does that mean we get to... Good ideas. You say that, but your gaze keeps
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me. The rain stopped. I don't concern myself with the weather.